All set.
Right, welcome back to the Cover for Caravans YouTube channel.
And the Beginner's Guide, part 2.
To Caravanning.
To Caravanning, yeah. We're going to go through your shopping list.
Yeah.
We're going to assume that they've purchased the Caravan from a dealer's.
Yes.
We will explain at the end of the video if you don't buy it through a dealer's. But we're assuming that you've bought it through a dealer's.
Yep.
So this is what your essential shopping list, so
Yeah.
you can make your first trip.
Yep.
Because Caravans don't come fitted out with much.
No, and I'm afraid after you bought this lot, you're going to be a few pounds lighter.
It's again, we're just trying to prepare you for the cost, the overall cost of starting up caravanning, really.
Yes.
So anyway, on our list at the top here, we have pump and leg winder.
Yep. Water pump. Some vans have an onboard pump, but most have a separate one that dangles outside your van into your water container. In our experience, they're included when you buy a van, even a second-hand one, but double check.
Yeah, I think both of ours have been supplied, haven't they? And,
yep.
And I possibly think it is the only thing.
No. Well, hopefully the other one will be the leg winder.
Yeah.
It does what it suggests it does. Wind your legs up and down, so you get your van steady.
We should say at this point as well, if you want to go to the expense of buying, a lot of people these days buy the electric drills.
Yeah,
battery drill,
use a cordless drill with an adapter. Yeah, if you want.
If you want to go that way, but your Caravan, I think, will be fitted, or will come with,
yes,
a pump and a leg winder.
Yes.
The only thing.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right. Anyway, next up is aqua roll.
Yep.
Waste and pipe splitters.
Yep.
And hoses. Yeah.
Aqua roll is a brand name for your freshwater container, which we just mentioned. Your pump goes into.
Yep.
Normally 40 litres in capacity. Waste containers are about the same size.
Yep.
And your little splitter pipe, which comes from your wastewater outlet at the back or side of the van to go into your.
Yeah, various Caravans have different. Not fitting so much.
Well, they're a standard size now. Yeah. Older vans tend to be a bit smaller, so again, double check with your dealer.
Yeah.
We said aqua roll. That's a brand name.
While we're talking about aqua roll, before I forget, the all-important handle.
Yes.
The handle rolls it, and you'll definitely need it.
You'll need it, yeah.
You cannot lift 40 gallons of water, can you?
Litres.
40 litres.
No.
So
40 litres is enough, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So yes, yeah. Sorry, and you was going to tell us about there is other makes, I presume.
Yep, aqua roll the most popular, and if you look around this site, you'll probably see they are the most popular. Plenty of others available though, and different sizes too. I think one even has a 50 litre one. But again, it's a similar thing. It's a barrel with a handle that attaches, so you can drag it along the grass when it's full.
This next one on your list really does surprise me. It's the battery. How can you have a Caravan without a battery?
It's tricky, but you're probably going to have to buy one. Yep. And my advice would be, if you're going to have a motor mover fitted, or your Caravan's got one.
Most people these days will have a motor mover.
Yeah, maybe. But if you plan on going off-grid as well, get the biggest, most powerful battery you can.
Yeah, so...
just make sure it fits in your battery compartment.
Biggest and powerfulest is not always the case, but I think in batteries it possibly is.
Yes.
Would you say?
Yes,
so
most definitely.
It's another cost, and it's not cheap.
No.
£100, Again, to me, it should become a standard, but it doesn't.
No.
Right, gas cylinder.
Yes.
And spanner.
Yep.
And regulator.
Yep. If you're going to be doing any sort of cooking in the van, or if you're going to be going off-grid and you want to keep stuff cold, you're going to need some gas. There used to be a go-to one for caravanners, the Calagas Light, which was a lightweight 6 kilo cylinder. That's been withdrawn now, so in a way there's more choice. Propane is probably more popular, that's the orange ones, because it burns better in colder weather, below freezing. But some, perhaps who only caravan in the summer, will use the blue one, the butane, because it's better value, possibly.
And these days there's lots of other options available. again, because you're beginners, I would stick to the old faithful orange cylinder.
Yep.
But now you can get refillables and all sorts of other.
Yeah, if you're going to be using a lot of gas, then
there is other options.
Yeah.
But personally, stick to the old orange faithful until you know exactly what you're going to be doing. Right, next up is we've got mains lead.
Yep.
Of course, the all essential mains lead.
Yep. Again, it's obviously to supply power to your van. Although most things in your van will run off 12 volt, you've got a charging system, and that keeps the battery topped up. The recommendation is 25 meters and orange.
Why do they say orange?
Two reasons really. So it's more likely to be seen, so people don't trip over it, and it's less likely to go under a lawnmower. So when the wardens are cutting the grass.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense. So yes, we've got mains lead.
Yep.
Right. Next up is you've got here filler pipe, watering can, and toilet chemicals.
Yep. Filler pipe, essentially a piece of hose with some sort of rubber contraption on to go over a variety of taps that you'll find on site to fill your water container with.
Yep.
Watering can, we've found this to be essential. You'll want that to top up your toilet rinse tank.
Yep.
And also if you want to top up your Aquaroll as well.
Aquaroll, yeah. And the chemicals, again, obviously, you've never done it before. We're assuming you've never done it before. In the next video, we will take you on site and show you how you fill up your chemicals and and your Aquarolls and all that sort of thing. This is just your shopping list.
Yeah. Brief explanation of chemicals you'll see when you go in the shop.
Yeah.
Pink, blue, and now green.
Yeah, the green.
Traditionally, the blue goes in the cassette bit.
Yep.
The pink goes in the rinse tank.
Yep.
And the green is an environmentally friendly option which does both.
Hence the name green.
Yes.
Yeah. Green. Right, let's go on to the next one. Levelling ramp and chocks.
Yep. Unless you're really lucky, you're going to come across a site where you're going to need to keep your caravan level, both for comfort and so the fridge works properly.
Yeah, if you go on a site like we're on at the moment with on the side of a cliff, you're going to need it, aren't you? You really are.
Yep.
And the chocks, they've got to be an essential.
Yeah, I mean obviously the Caravan's got a handbrake, but I wouldn't rely on that solely, particularly if you're on a ramp or on a slope.
Yeah.
Make sure them wheels are
the chocks
as well.
Chocks generally come singular, but I would always advise 4.
Yeah.
Definitely 4. The ramps tend to come in pairs, don't
they do. But obviously, you'll only need one
now,
to level one side or the other.
Some people use because they've bought 2.
Yeah.
I believe they pull the Caravan up and then they put the second ramp to lock it in.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
So
it's not something we've ever done or never needed to, but yeah.
I cannot ever see them being sold singly. They're nearly all.
I've never seen them singly, no. We see motorhome users would always need a pair at least.
Yeah, but
so
Caravanners only really need a single. Anyway, the all-important hitch lock.
Yep, security.
Well, we're doing it for an insurance company, and so hitch lock and wheel clamp.
Yep.
I would think are essentially required by.
They will be an requirement of pretty much every caravan insurance policy.
Yeah.
And they make pretty good sense too, because once you've got your van somewhere, you want it to stay there until you move it.
So when you're talking to Cover for Caravans, discuss that with them. I would imagine it's an essential requirement.
Yeah.
Even no matter what. So speak to them about it. Hitch lock, wheel clamp come in all sorts of shapes and forms.
Yes, you can get ones specific to the Caravan chassis. So there's a receiving bolt for the one that goes on the wheel.
Yeah.
It's a lot neater than a sort of a standard wheel clamp you'd think of. Horrendously expensive.
Yeah.
But there are other options out there.
Yeah.
So explore it. It's down to what you want to spend, really.
Yeah, exactly. But they are essential.
Yep.
So they must go on that shopping list.
Yes.
The next one is a bit strange as well. We've put it down, spare wheel.
Yeah.
Caravans generally these days come with one, but it may not.
Double check.
Double check.
Yeah, just stick your head underneath, or in the in the front locker.
Again, it's not something a dealer will specifically tell you that's there.
No.
Check it out. I wouldn't go anywhere with that spare wheel.
No, absolutely not.
And while we're talking about spare wheels, I know you'll have your car jack, but your car jack is not always the best thing to jack up
Well,
a Caravan.
you know, I've not mentioned jacks because I wouldn't, you know, if I had a puncture at the side of the road, I wouldn't dream of doing it myself.
So it's
Easy on a car when you've got 4 wheels. When you've got 2, it's a lot trickier.
So that brings us to another point then, and then another essential, I would think.
I would class it as essential, breakdown cover.
Breakdown cover. Now, again, there's various companies out there.
Yep. If you are or become a member of either of the 2 major clubs, they have deals with breakdown companies that are fairly reasonable. We pay, I think, 70 quid a year, which covers a car on its own or with the Caravan.
And I go back to our second ever trip.
Yep, we needed it, didn't we? Second only trip.
We had an electrical problem.
Yep.
It turned out that it was the car at fault, but that didn't matter. They fixed it, or they did a temporary job on it because it was under warranty. That got us through until we got back to have it properly fixed.
Yes.
So it was excellent service as well, wasn't it? So again, to me, it's essential on the shopping list. Okay, and last but not least,
steps. Yeah, not the pop group. No. If you're very lucky, your Caravan dealer might supply you with a single step.
Box.
But buy a double one. It's a lot easier to get in and out of the van, and
there's been many an accident on sites with people having these flimsy plastic box things that the Caravan dealers supply you with. If they do supply you, it will only be one of them. We much prefer the metal 2-step, don't we?
Much easier to get in and out of the van.
And far safer.
Yes, absolutely.
So that basically covers your shopping list for the exterior of the Caravan.
But there's a bit more to go, isn't there?
A bit more to go, a bit more money. Anyway, so in the next part, or in a minute, we will talk about the inside.
Yes.
And the costs of that.
Yes.